What's up, guys? I'm Kobe Smith.
And I'm Margaret Grew.
And this is Footprints on the Moon podcast.
Yes, the origins of something great.
Yeah, something great indeed. What's up, guys? Welcome to Footprints on the Moon podcast. Today's episode, which episode is it? Today's episode
5.
Today's episode 5, and today we are talking about, we're talking about habits, good, bad, weird, picking your nose, biting your nails.
Kobe would know.
Now I'm self-conscious. But, today we're talking about habits, and we're going to tell you how to get through it, how to create good habits, create bad habits, if that's what you're looking for, or just change your habits. But make sure you smash the like button and make sure you subscribe. So, let's get started.
Okay, so the first thing we're going to be talking about is awareness. So, you want to observe yourself throughout the day, what you're doing, and focus on whether or not it's a good or bad habit. So you're going to want to observe yourself. So as soon as you wake up, what do? Do you immediately go on your phone, or do you try to, read a book? Or
I'll be completely honest, the first thing I do is go on my phone. I know you don't do that. You have rules against phone time around sleep schedule.
Indeed. Because when you first wake up, as soon as you wake up, that's the easy, you're the most vulnerable, and everything, whatever you're taking in,
I did not know this,
really affects you, And so as soon as you wake up, if you're just going on your phone, it depends. If you're probably going on your phone and freaking reading articles, or I don't know, if you're waking up and going on your phone and immediately going to TikTok or seeing drama or just things that aren't great for you, then you're going to just think about those and be focused on those. When as soon as you wake up, if you read a book or journal how you're feeling, you just feel better and you're more focused on
positivity and moving towards your goals and everything.
Yeah, exactly.
I actually heard on a podcast that first thing you should do when you wake up is drink water, because you're so dehydrated when you wake up.
Yeah.
But go ahead with your list. I interrupted. My bad.
No, you're good. No, but that's a very good habit. As soon as you wake up, I chug a water bottle. Mm-hmm. But yeah, it's a good one. Go you, Cobes. Okay, so
I don't do that. So
okay, but you said it, so it was good. Mm-hmm. Almost counts. Okay, observe what do you eat throughout the day? Are you binge eating? Are you eating a healthy meal? 3 meal?
This is going to be a rough
2 meal,
episode.
4 meal? Whatever it is.
This is going to be a rough episode.
What do you talk about with people? Are you constantly complaining, just speaking negatively, or gossiping? What do you watch and listen to? Are you constantly just listening to the news or
honking the horn?
Yeah. Or paying attention to bad things going on in the world? Mm-hmm. Who do you spend time with? Are you around people that are unmotivated, negative, toxic, draining people? And pay attention to what these people do and talk about. Because, like we've said before, you're the sum of the 5 people you hang around the most.
Exactly.
So awareness also starts with not only being aware of you and what you do, but being aware of your environment and the people that you're around. Mm-hmm. How do you react when someone or something angers you? How do you feel when you're around someone you love? How much sleep do you get? How do you feel when you wake up? And so, yeah, those are a couple examples of just things people usually do throughout the day to pay attention to, and just start really trying to observe yourself and what you're doing throughout the day and what makes you feel good, what makes you feel drained, what makes you feel energetic, and
what's best for you.
Yeah.
Once you become aware, then you need to replace that bad habit with a positive one or a good one. Instead of going on your phone right away, like Margaret was saying, you decide to drink some water instead, or have a nice morning routine, or morning routine, by the way, brush your teeth, wash your face, get your hygiene up, get it right. But
yeah, I know I'm very focused on meditation and journaling and all that kind of stuff, and that It is universally really good, but like that, like you don't have to do that. Like Kobe was saying, like something that like feels good for you, and you know that is like a positive action. So, like you said, like drinking a glass of water, washing your face, or stretching. That feels so good.
Oh, I get that nice morning stretch in. It's like
no.
Oh, you guys on audio can't see that, but
yeah, you're lucky you didn't see that. Okay, so if you are like me and you have a problem with binge eating sometimes, it's really hard because food, like, it is comforting. Like, it's very comforting. And it's hard to make yourself stop. And I'm not saying that you need to stop eating junk food, like, altogether. But, like, it's okay to, like, once a week give yourself, like, a day or a time where, like, you can stuff yourself with some junk food. But the other days of the week, you know, try to keep your diet clean. Try to just keep it like healthier.
If you find
feel like
yourself
eating's a problem.
If you find yourself going to McDonald's every time after you go to the gym or every morning, that's a bad habit.
Yeah, that's
I'm
not
sorry
a great
to tell
one.
you.
It's not a great one.
I'm sorry to tell you. Them French fries are good, but it's a bad habit.
No, yeah. So, you know, instead of eating like a bag of Cheetos, chug a glass of water. We've been very heavy on the chugging some water today. But, I mean, water fills you up and it's good for you in many different areas.
I'm more of a juice guy, but water serves
what kind of juice?
Nice, like grape juice, apple juice, like cranberry juice.
Apple juice is top
Ocean
tier.
Spray.
Top tier. What's
Ocean Spray?
What's that? You have to enlighten me later.
It's the best juice ever.
Okay.
Have you ever seen the guy on the skateboard? Have you ever seen? No, Ocean Spray is a company.
I have seen a guy on a skateboard.
It's a guy on a skateboard. He's like, there's a song playing. I forget what the song is, and he's drinking like the Ocean Spray juice. It was a trend on TikTok for a little while.
I feel like I kind of know what you're talking about, but huge. I can't put a picture to it.
Okay. Alright. I'll show her after, don't worry. But what's next?
Okay, so the importance of habits. So why are habits so important? They hold great influence over how we think, act, and feel, which is everything we do as human beings.
Your habits make up what you like. Actually, no, this is exactly what you kind of said, but your habits make up what you're becoming, what you are. Like, if you have majority bad habits, most likely you're not going to reach those goals that you have pushing for, or that success that you're looking for. If you have those good habits that are positive towards your goal, like what if it's working out, if you find a habit of working out every day or eating healthy, then you're probably going to get in shape like you are. But if you don't have that habit, then yeah. We'll have a bunch of habits. We're about to go in and give you some examples of some good ones that you guys can practice in your daily life and everything. Whether it's mentally, personally, financially, looking for a friendship or romantic relationship, here's some habits that can help out with this.
Practice gratitude. So writing down, you don't have to do it every day. I mean, it would be good to do every day. And you can write it down, or you can just say it out loud, or think it and really feel it in your mind, all the things that you're grateful for.
That can help mentally. That will help mentally. That will help you, like, put yourself in the right mindset. You're thankful for what are the stuff that you are, inner stuff, or it's stuff exterior, like family members, friends, or anything, little things that happen exterior. I'd say meditate and open up to your circle, or open up to people that you're friends with or your family.
Be more healthy, so get proper sleep, practice proper hygiene, exercise, cold showers are really good.
I actually have heard that. I've tried a cold shower a couple times. I heard you're supposed to do it like every morning or something, but I'm not there yet.
Yeah, no, I don't do it like every morning, but I do try to take some cold shower, or I'll end it with a cold shower. Like, yeah. I'll take my shower and then I'll end it, or end my shower with
a cold shower.
Yeah.
All right. Mm-hmm. I'd also say regularly invest your money if you're looking to become financially free. Regularly invest your money, save 20% of your income, and
spend more time with positive people. We've been very heavy on that, but it's
important.
It's really important. With friends and just anyone that you're around, really try to listen to people. I just feel like a lot of the time people don't really try to listen. Okay, I've seen this thing. It's like people listen to respond. They don't listen to understand. And there's a huge difference because when you're actually listening to understand someone, then you can genuinely help them more. And it's just a more selfless act. So
if anybody watches Naruto out there, they understand because of pain.
Be encouraging, challenge other people, not like not in a aggressive or like not coming from a dominance position, but like
a positive
wanting
position.
the best. Yeah, exactly. Like wanting the best for someone.
Push each other to grow.
Yeah.
I'd add express gratitude, we already said that, and appreciation, and then share the stuff that matters. Open up with people. This will help. This is a good habit to have because it will help you mentally. It'll help you grow. It'll help you express yourself, and other people will get to know you better.
Yeah. And practice random acts of kindness because I really just feel like the most important thing in life is trying to help other people and just build other people up. And like the saying, what you put out, you get back.
I'm a big believer in that.
And it's, like it's so true. And so like kind of even back to the people listening to respond and not listening to understand. If you're just listening to people to respond and you just don't care, you can't expect anyone to really care about what you're saying. And if you're not being like kind and loving to other people, you can't expect that in return. Like you are what you get. Exactly.
I thought Margaret's bracelet was cool today. I told her that I didn't mean it, but no, I'm kidding.
But I like it. So some universal habits to quit for a more successful, fulfilling life. So multitasking, I know a lot of people kind of think it's like a flex to
I'm guilty.
Coby. Coby's one of them. And I'm kind of guilty of it too. Like, I feel like I can multitask is the thing, but at the same time, like your brain literally cannot fully focus on two things. So I think the saying's like if you're trying, or like multitasking, there's a saying with it. It's like, if you're trying to multitask, you're actually not focusing on anything.
Yeah, I've heard that.
Yeah.
But I also see that, okay, so you're multitasking. If you're multitasking, then it's like the saying says, you're more successful. If you put all your energy and eggs in one basket, you're going to be more successful at that. Instead of just multitasking, you put in a bunch of eggs in a bunch of different baskets. So, yeah.
Yeah, so if you're just focused on like two different things at one time, like it's just what Coby said. All right.
But I'd say another bad habit would be not keeping commitments. This is very annoying to friends, especially for friends. If you are somebody's friend and you agree to do something and then you don't keep a commitment, then it's just like I just moved my schedule around for you and you didn't respect my time the same. So, yeah.
And also saying that, that felt pretty from the heart there. But then also like I've been guilty of this too, like starting something and then not finishing it, just like giving up. And
I didn't even think of it like that.
We had a personal experience there. But yeah, and that just makes you feel not good about yourself. And I feel like that is just like a lack of self-respect. Like if you're just giving up on things that you once started, like you're just not really respecting the
your effort.
Yeah. So, okay. Unnecessary excessive use of electronics.
This is like we talked about earlier, the morning time, nighttime, right before we go to bed.
No, yeah, because it's just like I get it. Like I set a time for myself where like I can just like scroll on TikTok, but like excessive scrolling, beginning of the day, end of the day, or just like any time throughout the day.
You also delete Snapchat. You delete Snapchat. That's because you felt like you were excessively scrolling, or there wasn't a major need for the app, so you deleted it.
Yeah, no, because it's just like, what are you really getting out of it? Like when you could be like reading or doing something that's actually going to bring value to your life, like what is just scrolling on your phone really doing for you? Like it's just bringing that like instant gratification, and like that's nice, but it's really not doing anything for you. So again, kind of with like the binge eating thing, like I'm not saying you have to stop it completely, but just be more aware of how much you're doing it, when you're doing it, and
managing your time.
Yeah, it's just all about managing the time.
I'd say another one would be playing the victim.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah, I know. I knew you were about to say that. I know a lot of people that play the victim and that, have that mindset about themselves, which is a very negative mindset for them to have themselves. But they,
Yeah, just don't be that person.
Exactly. It's annoying
just
for your
don't. Like, we've all been there for a little bit at least, but it's just like, I think I said this actually on the first episode. Like, it's not your life that sucks, it's your mindset that sucks. Like, bad things happen to people all the time, and you can't let that, like, affect you. Like, if you're stuck in this mindset of, like, everything that happens to me sucks, like, why would this happen to me? Like you're just holding yourself back because you're just allowing the negativity to take a hold on you. But just try to change your mindset to see the positive in that situation. Like, you're not a victim. You're making yourself the victim, but you're not a victim. I could definitely go on about that forever, but anyways, okay. Perfectionism. This is something me and Kobe both struggle with.
I don't think that's a bad habit. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, I mean, okay.
Sometimes.
I think it's good to an extent because you're setting, like, a high standard for yourself. But you have to realize that not, like, everything, like, nothing's perfect, and like, you're just going to have to accept that some things aren't going to happen the exact way that you envision them to.
Exactly.
And it's kind of like expectations. Like, you're setting these, like, high expectations, and expectations are just, like, expectations are bad.
No, expectations are good.
No.
But don't miss out on opportunity because you want to perfect something. Your project or the work that you did and all that stuff is probably good. If you are striving for perfection, it's probably good. It's up there. Don't miss out on the opportunity because you're sitting there stressing about how perfect it is and everything. Jump for that and react to the opportunity and take action. But with
You think expectations are good?
I think expectations are good.
I think setting standards are good, but expectations are when you, like, really get let down.
But or because that's believing that you're going to get let down. Some people, you can live up to your expectations. Like, I have dreams, I have plans, all that stuff, and those are expectations I expect to happen. If they don't happen, that's okay. But I mean, like, I still expect it to happen.
I think that's more like goals. Like, you have goals in mind, but expectations are. I mean, I guess that is, like, a pretty subjective. I mean, everything's subjective, but, like, if you have expectations, you are going to get let down because you're attached to that vision. But
unless
you can't even sit here and tell me that you're not.
Oh, no, I get let down all the time. Like, for having expectations, goals, all that stuff. You miss stuff. You miss some stuff. What's the Wayne Gretzky saying? Like, you miss 99% and 100% of the shots that you don't take.
Yeah.
But, you missed out on stuff, but that's okay because eventually the wins will be a lot greater or more valuable than losses.
Yeah.
So even if you miss your expectations, it's okay because you might miss 3 but make 1.
Yeah, I get what you're saying, but at least for me, I don't think, like, expectations aren't great to have. I think you should have, like, set a standard and set goals for yourself, but expectations, like, you know.
Who's the optimist and who's the pessimist?
Okay. I'm not saying. Okay. Actually, doesn't matter. Anyways. Okay. No, speaking of pessimism, focusing on the negative.
Yes.
Terrible habit.
Oh, wow.
Terrible habit to have. You should always. What?
Because literally the last conversation, now you're sitting here, terrible habit.
Yo,
no,
okay, no. We can't, no. Let's go. Expectations. That's not me focusing on the bad. That's me just being practical, that you never know what's going to happen. So if you attach to, an expectation, like you're expecting this to happen, and when it doesn't happen, you are going to be let down.
That's assuming that it's not going to happen.
But that's not being negative. That's just being like practical and just trying to.
The positive thing would be assuming it will happen. So you're just going in like it's going to happen no matter what. Like it might not, but you don't. That doesn't enter your mind.
I just don't feel like that's an expectation.
Then what is it?
I feel like that's just focusing on the positive. Like, you set a goal for yourself, and you should focus on, like, what could happen rather than, oh, what if this happens, or what if this happens? Like, that's not great. Like, I try to not set expectations for myself, but I'm not focused on the negative. Like, I'm not like, oh, like, this is bad.
Oh, okay. So, expectations are good. Depending on how you think of it.
I feel like it just depends on the person, but in general,
okay,
I think expectations are good. You should do some reading. Do some reading. Let me ask Rob Dial. Let me call up our boy Rob real quick. No, it's really not that deep. Okay,
that's fine. Let us know in the comment section what you guys think, actually. And do you think expectations are good things or expectations are bad things? And also, it might depend on whose expectation it is. If it's your expectation of yourself or an exterior expectation from somebody else, let us know in the comment section. And back to the podcast.
Anyways, okay, yeah, so focusing on the negative is a very bad habit to have, because if you're just focused and thinking about all the negatives, then that's what's most likely going to happen for you. But when you're focused on the positive things in life and in situations, then you're going to be attracting more positivity into your life.
Mm-hmm. We were talking about that a little earlier. Before the podcast, I'm pretty sure.
Expectations?
No, we were talking about positivity. And we were talking about what you put out there. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm blanking right now for the end of positivity and negativity. Let's move on. So, next up.
No. Another thing with the freaking expectation.
Okay.
This is actually making me mad. Okay, not actually mad. But, like, by not having expectations, it's just, like, you're going into it and you don't care what happens.
Mm-hmm.
But that's not, like, a bad thing. Like, it's not, like, you don't care in the sense that...
But if I go in and I care what happens, I'm going to be a lot more passionate. And I feel like that passion will make the chance a lot more likely.
I feel like you can go into something without having expectations and still be passionate about it. But you're just not attached to the outcome. Okay. No, actually, we do need to stop. Unless you want to say something else.
Okay, but I feel like if you go in with it, I feel like if you go in and you feel like without the outcome, like if you don't care about the outcome, then your passion won't be there. Like you won't bring that energy because you just don't care what the outcome is. But if you go in and you care about the outcome, then you care about the outcome, you have expectation, you expect this to happen. You go in and you have that determination, like, okay, I'm in here, I deserve to be here, and yeah.
No, I do actually. I do see what you're saying. I still disagree, but you are creating a good argument.
Agree, disagree.
Anyways, on to the next.
Okay, so next up we have creating habits. We've already gone over changing habits. That's when we talked about observing yourself and then replacing the bad habits with the good habits. Now we have to go over how to create a habit. So there's 7 steps to creating a habit. Starts off with making a decision. Decide clearly that you're going to begin acting in a specific way 100% of the time. Whether that's you're going to start drinking that water every single morning. You made that decision to drink that water every single day. Or you decided to work out every single night, and that's what you're going to do. You made that decision. Second step, never allow an exception. No matter what, you made your decision. There's nothing that can stop you from doing what you need to do. Third step, tell others. Be vocal about your decision. Be vocal about what you're doing, because that will put it into other people's ears, and then that will build some expectation for your habits. But yeah, just be vocal. Scream it from the rooftops. Let everyone know. Fourth, we have visualize yourself. Make sure you can see yourself doing it, and make sure that you actually can see yourself doing it and see the plan, see everything happening, and yeah.
Step number 5, create an affirmation. So repeat the affirmation over and over to yourself. This repetition dramatically increases the speed at which you develop the new habit. And by repeating it, it gets not only consciously ingrained into you, but subconsciously implemented into you. So then it's just like an automatic response. Step number 6, resolve to persist. So keep practicing the new behavior until it's so automatic and easy that you actually feel uncomfortable when you don't do it.
That's really good. That's a really good part.
Yeah.
That's how you know that you're at the habit. Like you reach that because you're like, I know it sounds pretty good. We go on to the next step number 7.
Reward yourself. So most important, give yourself a treat of some kind for practicing the new behavior. Each time you reward yourself, you reaffirm and reinforce the behavior.
Maybe give yourself a bag of snacks if you decide that you're not going to be snacking anymore.
Yeah. Just a little treat. So, how long does it take?
Go ahead.
There you go.
I actually did some research, and Margaret did some research also before this. I know, I'm proud of her. But, so, actually, it varies. A lot of different sites are saying a lot of different things. A lot of people are saying a lot of different things. One of the sites I saw, it says that it can take anywhere from 18 to 254 days for a person to form a new habit, and an average of 66 days for a new behavior to become automatic. But some sites say other things, and yeah, you've heard. What you hear?
So what I saw was 21 days, but then I also saw something that was like around like over 100 days, and. Yeah. I don't know. I think it depends. Like, it might depend on the person as well, but I feel like
I'd say it boils down to what you were saying on the last topic about the 7 habits. The 6th habit, when it's resolved to persistence, where it's gonna last until it's something that it's weird if you don't do it.
If you want to start changing your habits and really be consistent with it, just set a goal for yourself. So. That could be anywhere from like a week to 2 months, of changing the bad habit, replacing it with a good one, and just being consistent with that. And then after the 2 months is up, then you can see how you feel, see if it's something that you really want to keep doing. But definitely like set a time goal for yourself and really just try to follow through with it.
Yeah.
And you got it.
You got it, guys.
You got it. Okay, homework. So our homework that we have for you today is going to be, or this week, is going to be figure out your good and bad habits and change the bad ones.
Important.
Definitely important. And you can even like write down, like if you want to like journal like what you did throughout the day so you can like see exactly all the actions you took throughout the day. That's a good way to do it. But yeah, just really try to observe yourself and become aware of the good and bad habits that you take throughout the day and try to change the bad ones.
Okay.
And now we have our quote.
Is it my day? Or is it your day?
It's Coby's day.
It's my day. So, for today's weekly affirmation, we have a quote from Sean Coby. Is that how you pronounce that? Coby?
I'd say so.
Yeah. Okay, so the quote is, depending on what they are, our habits will either make us or break us. We become what we repeatedly do.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
It's true.
It
is a true quote right there.
It wraps up this episode. It's what we've been talking about. Like, make sure you're doing good habits instead of those bad habits, because those bad habits can mess up your path and mess up your journey. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah.
Exactly.
Like actually. So yeah, that's all that we got for today.
No, one more thing. Wait a second. If you guys haven't already, make sure. What is this? This is episode 5, correct?
Yes.
So go back, watch episode 1 through 4. if there's more after this, keep watching. And make sure you leave us a little review. It helps a lot. We're trying to get to the top of the motivational section.
Yeah, we are.
Exactly.
Oh, also comment if you want to comment some good or bad habits that you feel like you have.
Mm-hmm.
Feel free.
Yeah.
We'll be lurking.
Exactly. We'll go check them out. And we might also do those habits as well.
We might. We have some bad habits. But some great ones.
Bye.
Bye.